Hello there, my name is Raph and welcome to the Raphterra channel, where you subscribe for the best Legends of Runeterra deck guides on the internet. Today, I'm bringing to you my full guide on Undying Nasus Thresh, the deck that I used to climb on my NA Smurf account from Diamond 4 to Diamond 1 ATLP at 60% win rate. To give you an idea of the deck build and play pattern, please watch the following extended trailer for Undying Nasus Thresh.
I walk through the ages.
Oh yes, she does our visit.
Surround them! Your time is done. The calm before the stream. Many try, one Aphelios.
We follow the legends until we become them!
The cycle begins anew.
This land is ours.
Life and death inexorably interwoven. We stand in the footprints of paths long trodden. Life will change. We never stop stirring. Patience and fortitude outlast all things.
As you've seen in the extended trailer, Nasus Thresh is an aggressive mid-range deck that wants to use slay units to deal as much Nexus damage as possible in the early game. Thresh and Nasus can start leveling up as you slay more units. The deck wins by attacking with a big fearsome Nasus or by directly damaging the Nexus with Atrocity. The Undying is the unique inclusion in my version of Nasus Thresh, and I believe it to be a necessary card to include in this archetype. Having the Undying on board is an assurance that you always have a slay target for your slay cards. When I was testing versions without the Undying, there were so many spots where I lost because I had no good fodder for my slay cards. Most of the games that I played with this deck were still in the previous patch. Patch 3.10 brought some nice changes to the slay archetype, with both Blighted Caretaker and Crumble being buffed. This deck has a lot of flexibility in terms of its utility spells. I recommend that you change the ratios of the deck depending on what you're facing. For example, if you're facing more elusive or combo decks, you can add more copies of Quicksand. If you find yourself facing more control decks, you can opt to add more copies of Rite of Negation. If your elo is infested with pesky aggro decks, you can add copies of Vile Feast or maybe even throw in a few copies of Withering Wail or Undergrowth. For the Mulligan, Bakai Reaper and Cursed Keeper are cards that you always keep one copy of no matter what. After this, you need to check if you need slay targets or slay activators. You generally want your opening hand to have at least one slay target and one slay activator. Cursed Keeper and Fading Icon are the best slay targets for this deck. You usually only want to keep one slay target in your opening hand. If you have both Cursed Keeper and Fading Icon, you should prioritize keeping Cursed Keeper. An exception to this rule is if you're facing an aggro deck, in which case you may want to keep Fading Icon as well to have early blockers. If you already have a slay target, you need to keep or look for a slay activator like Blighted Caretaker or the Wings and the Wave. I want to reiterate that you generally don't want to keep slay activators unless you already have slay targets. You may find yourself having these slay activators dead in hand if you don't have slay targets. The Undying is a slay target that's good to keep against slower, grindy matchups like Ezreal Caitlyn. If you already have a good hand, you can opt to keep one of your utility spells depending on what you're facing. If you are new to playing this deck, it can be easy to forget to keep track of the board space you need to do your combos with Blighted Caretaker. Here are some pointers to remember. If you plan to use the Blighted Caretaker plus Cursed Keeper combo, you need to have a maximum of 3 units on board prior to doing the combo, including Cursed Keeper. Now we go for a big attack. You need to have exactly 3 units on board if you want to do the Blighted Caretaker Cursed Keeper combo. If you're going to use Blighted Caretaker on a different unit, you can have a maximum of 4 units on board. In the mid-game, try to always work for Thresh level up if you can afford to. For example, if you have initiative on turn 4 and both players have wide boards, you may want to wait until turn 5 so that you can play Thresh before trading boards. My final tip is to master the LOR fundamentals. It doesn't matter how strong the deck that you're using if you're not equipped with the fundamental skills in Legends of Runeterra. To help with this, I recommend to watch my guide on 5 advanced skills that only master players know. Make sure to check it out after watching this video. Before we go to the sample games, if you like my content and you want to support me, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure to join my Discord channel for when I update the deck list and add more visual guides for this deck. Link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Lurk is a weird matchup. Our deck has the tendency to brick, and sometimes we just lose to our own brick. This is a perfect curve for us, especially against Lurk. This is good. We have the turn 1 Bakai Reaper into turn 2 Fading Icon into turn 3 Blighted Caretaker, which will hopefully get rid of some Lurk units. Although we don't have an answer to Snapjaw Swarm here. If they open up with it, we don't want to block with Bakai Reaper. Okay, Spire and Chronomancer, it's decent. We still have a good hit with Blighted Caretaker. It's not the best though.
We know how to prepare.
Blighted Caretaker is not that juicy here. Oh, never mind. It became very juicy.
You'll see me. Yes.
I think I can pass for now. The Blighted Caretaker hit is not that good. And now it became good.
There you are.
Now it's worth it. And we have a good unit to trade into Snapjaw Swarm with our Blighted Caretaker. So we probably just use Spirit Leech this turn. Hold the pack. Hold the pack into Sharkling. I think I just pass for now. They need to attack with this. I think I'm okay trading this away. They have to attack, right? There's no way they don't attack. Only attacking with 1. Interesting. I can just Undying and then Thresh. We know they have Rek'Sai here. You could also go for Bakai Reaper into Spirit Leech, but I think I like this one. This damage might become significant. This is scary. The Sorcereth is scary. We generally don't do well into units that have Overwhelm, so Sorcereth is a bit scary. But right now, they won't get Overwhelm yet. I can just do this and defend. Nice, Nasus is at 7. I wonder if they attack. They should attack, right? I don't know if they attack. Oh, they attack with everything. I'm gonna get the free summon.
No.
I'm super down for this. We got a free Thresh. And we have Nasus on top of that. Maybe I should have Vile Feasted. Let's Vile Feast now. We're gonna go for the open attack with Nasus anyway. So they have to defend against Nasus. I don't think a Pyke will kill me. A Pyke spell will not kill me, probably. That's big. This is big. We also have the Nasus Siphoning Strike, which means if we use the Rite of Calling, we're likely to get a Thresh. Cersei Caller, not a threat. Not a threat. We want to Siphoning Strike the Rek'Sai next turn. This one is not a threat yet. I think I'm just gonna use Rite of Calling and look for Thresh. If we get another Nasus, that's also good. If we get another Nasus, we're gonna Siphoning Strike this unit now, and then Siphoning Strike again next turn. We got a Thresh, okay. Not a threat again, not a threat. We only worry about Rek'Sai. And if it's Rek'Sai, we're gonna Siphoning Strike. We also have Vile Feast to serve as blockers for these. Nuh-uh! I don't even mind if this Nasus dies because I get to summon another one.
With the power of time, the possibilities are endless.
We can Glimpse Beyond. I'd rather Glimpse Beyond to keep 3 mana up because we might draw Quicksand. But I think I'm safe. I think no matter what he puts out here, I'm safe. Maybe they just Rage Quit after this. I think they're just stalling me now. Yeah, they're just stalling. They Rage Quit. Got him! Come on, man. If you're gonna quit the game or rope me, you should at least just surrender. I think it's common etiquette, right? But I'm not getting frustrated by this one. GG's. I wonder how high we can reach in my Master's account with this deck. I tried the non-Undying version before, and I've been having mixed results. Prior to adding Undying, this deck really had bad hands in the late game. When you had lots of Spirit Leeches, Rite of Calling, and you had no other targets except for Nasus or Thresh. But with Undying, it really unclogs the hand in the late game. Zoe, Aphelios, Vi. We're attacking on evens, so even if we have this combo, we can't do it yet. We have Black Spear for Aphelios. Do we save it? I think we need to look for turn 1, turn 2 plays. Because these usually go wide. And if we don't protect ourselves on turn 2, we might be in trouble. Now we have Vile Feast to protect ourselves from Boom Baboon. Boom Baboon. Yeah. Jeez. They get a free gem and free 3 damage. A little bit yikes. But we're good, we're good. We have the Boom Baboon. I think I'm gonna save the Vile Feast actually. Ooh, perfect. We have Black Spear too. We have the perfect turn 4. We have Blighted Caretaker into Black Spear just in case our opponent uses Aphelios. If they're smart, maybe they just Mystic Shot the Cursed Keeper. Okay. We have Black Spear in case our opponent wants to go Aphelios. They never expect the Black Spear. They're not used to playing around the Thresh Nasus anymore. If they kill one of these, I'm gonna... okay.
Got me good.
Okay. Let's get some trades in, maybe? I think I like keeping the Escape Abomination behind. I'm gonna offer up the 2-1 trade. Nice. We're pushing less damage, but we're keeping the Escape Abomination. Okay. I'm gonna use Vile Feast here. If opponent uses Aphelios, we can still use Rite of Calling into Black Spear next turn, or we can just Bakai Sand Spinner here. Okay. We get some Slays. We get 3 Slays actually from that combat. Not too shabby. I think as long as we're making their board limited, we are happy. As long as we're limiting their board before they use Winding Light, I think that's all that we need. Maybe we force out a Mystic Trap or something. Nasus. Would have wanted the Thresh, but it's okay. They always attack with these two, right? They want to keep this behind, so that's a sign of the Winding Light for sure. So we have to we know they're going the Winding Light. They have 2 of these. So if we know that the Winding Light is coming, we want to trade this turn. We want to force trades by going wide. And then next turn, if they go the Winding Light, we drop down Nasus. Yeah, it's 100% the Winding Light. We want to force trades this turn, and we want to develop a board. They went for the Invokes, so we have to assume they have removal for Nasus. They might have double removal for Nasus. But then we have double Nasus. But we want to force trades. We want to force trades here. We don't want the Winding Light to get value. Yeah, they have the Winding Light. 500%. But they don't have enough mana to use the Winding Light actually. They don't have Dusk Petal Dusk. Oh, they have that. Okay, never mind. So if they're gonna do that, I think we Thresh. Isn't Thresh godly here? We surely don't die to this. There's no way we die to this attack. Thresh is godly. It doesn't matter what we block, right? However, we do know we're leveling up Thresh. Gonna have a huge open attack. Now if they have Get Excited plus Mystic Shot, we lose, but we don't care. We can't do anything anymore if they have that. Just want to go in for some damage. They have that Get Excited plus Mystic Shot, so be it. Nothing we can do about it. triple Nasus. Oh! GG's. This deck is legit. We went 4-1 in Masters. We got him.
We grow wiser with each victory.
Mono Shurima. Mono Shurima is a fun matchup. It's a matchup where if you level up Nasus, it's gonna be fun to win the game. And we can aggro them down usually, but we don't have the aggro hand right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think I want to play Bakai Reaper before they use the Rock Hopper so that it's not vulnerable. I think we pass here. Okay. I go for Azir. I go for Cursed Keeper. If opponent drags the Cursed Keeper, I use Glimpse Beyond. Oh, they're gonna do it. Interesting. They're doing it. Let me just do this then. Wings and Wave. Which we'll probably use because we want Fathers for Spirit Leech.
The waters give you life, child.
Bakai Reaper. We'll still go for Spirit Leech. We need to fix this hand. I'm not going to attack here. I'll wait for... I'll play Thresh first before attacking. We have to work for a Thresh level up now. They have both champs. I just hope there's no Roiling Sands. As long as I get to play my Thresh without any Roiling Sands, I'm happy. Oh, nice! Then if they attack with Azir, there's a Sand Soldier. And we will see units die with Thresh. Now we're talking. Do we go for the open attack, force our opponent to defend with their champions? I think this is good because we might force a defense from Serath or else they take 8 damage. I think it's a good trade. I like the trade. You take 8 damage. And then I need to work for Thresh level up somehow, some way. We have 2 Slays here. I'm gonna block there. Right. Three kills for Thresh. This first wave will die. Will die to Sarah. So I think what I do, because this is gonna die anyway. I think I try to kill the Undying here with the Rite of Falling. I think this way we manufacture more kills. We can protect our Thresh with Rite of Negation next turn. There's no way to kill the Thresh now. Even if they have Rite of Arcane, it's not enough to kill Thresh. We're gonna do this. And the next turn we're gonna use Spirit Leech plus... Yeah, we just need to Spirit Leech and then Thresh levels up. Because this will die to Sarah. We just need one more death to trigger Thresh. And we can use Spirit Leech to do that. Or we can use Glimpse Beyond too. I like Glimpse Beyond better because I can play Nasus. They have the right. We're gonna use the Wings and Wave as fodders for Serath, probably.
Remember this day, it is time.
They're attacking with Azir? That is super weird. They probably have another Azir then. I just want to make sure my Thresh is not dying. This probably means they have another Azir. You don't attack with Azir if you don't have another one. So I'm gonna do this first. I don't think there's a way they can kill the Thresh, like no matter what. I think only double Rite of the Arcane kills my Thresh. So that's out of the question. No double Rite of the Arcane.
What you have seen today.
They're gonna flip the Sun Disk next turn. Oh no, they're not. They don't have enough landmarks. We're good. I think we win. Unless they force it with Ancient Hourglass. But I think we still win even if they flip Sun Disk next turn. These will all get obliterated, but that's fine. Okay, so they will flip. But I think my Thresh lives, right? My Thresh lives. My Thresh lives. My Thresh lives. Yeah, it lives. It lives. Nothing to worry about. If it doesn't live, I'm gonna lose my mind. It should live. Yeah, we have the Undying too. Undying gets obliterated, but it's okay. We're gonna force our opponent to defend with Seraph. Oh, we can't force them to defend with Seraph. No, we can. That's fine. Gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go. Whose ascension is better? We have level 3 ascended units on the other side, Azir and Serath, versus our level 2. Let's force out Rite of Negations. I think they'll go for another Serath here. I don't really care. I don't really care about that. If they go for another Serath, we're gonna use Siphoning Strike. I don't care if my Thresh gets obliterated, because I have another Thresh. If they go for a second Serath here, we're gonna use a Siphoning Strike. Sorry. Then we might be able to summon the third Nasus with our second Thresh.
The order of our Emperor, our God.
Okay. We might have to use a Quicksand offensively. Hopefully we get something to trigger Spirit Leech with. It's okay. Not a big deal. So we're just gonna go Thresh. 3 Nasuses. We're gonna have 3 Nasuses. We just Thresh and Rite of Negation and call it a day.
The Ascended walk these lands once more.
I don't care if my Thresh takes 5 damage. I think I even summoned the Blighted Caretaker. I think I played the Blighted Caretaker, so it will tank the hit. Okay. Oh, Azir will trigger twice actually because of this Ancient Prep. Maybe I play you so that you'll take the first hit and then my Thresh only takes 5 damage. If opponent tries anything here, I'm gonna use Rite of Negation. Oh, that's fine. Doesn't do anything. Oh, that actually does something. That does something. So we have to Quicksand here. So we have to Quicksand actually. We have to Quicksand to prevent our Thresh from dying. Because the Blighted Caretaker will tank the hit from the Ancient Prep. which means our Thresh can stay alive. Nice. Got him. How will you defend against 3 Nasuses? Oh! Ascended? Your ascension cannot help you, sir! We got him! GG. We're gonna end the session today. I think I went 6-3 or something like that. I think I went 6-3. Thresh Nasus has always been one of my favorite decks. This was one of those decks that I really loved playing back when I was still seriously competing for seasonal tournaments. Since then, it received several nerfs and players generally stopped playing it, but I think with patch 3.10, Nasus Thresh is on pace to become a relevant deck for ranked ladder. Once again, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, consider becoming a member of the Raphterra YouTube channel. Good luck climbing, have a nice day, bye-bye.